Hey everyone, welcome to the 13th video in the rune series. If you need to check out some of the earlier videos, they are in the playlist down below in the description box. Today we're discussing Eihwaz, which means yew tree. It has different placements in the Futhark alphabet and of course different pronunciations depending on which Futhark alphabet you're talking about. However, if we're talking about Elder Futhark, which we are, it is the 13th, and of course it looks like this. The equivalent in the younger Futhark alphabet looks like this and sometimes like this. Of course, in this series I'm covering the Elder Futhark alphabet, but many of these do apply to the younger Futhark equivalents. In the Norse and Anglo-Saxon poems, they talk about the yew tree having a really rough bark and deep roots. It stands for protection and for strength, and it's a great wood used for burning. They also talk about the yew tree having an internal burning fire as well. The Norse call it the greenest of trees in winter because it is an evergreen tree. However, in Icelandic poems, when they talk about yew, they're referring to a bow constructed out of yew tree wood. You have to keep in mind that yew trees did not grow in Iceland, so whenever they saw yew, typically it was already in the form of a constructed bow. Some identify the world tree Yggdrasil as a yew tree. Like I said before, yew is an evergreen, and therefore it was associated with eternal life. Interestingly enough though, this association led to people growing yew trees in graveyards, and therefore the yew tree also became associated with death. Some scholars view Eihwaz as being an axis of Yggdrasil, a link between opposing forces, like the example I just made, eternal life versus death, as well as a pathway between worlds. Opposing forces, this is a prominent aspect of Eihwaz. Like I've already said, eternal life versus death. Then you also have the fact that it's an evergreen, and yet those same needles that are constantly green all year round are also poisonous. Its wood can burn a fire that can protect, it can warm, it can cook food, but fire can also destroy. Its wood can also make a bow, which can either protect or it can kill. Eihwaz is a rune of great mystical power. Moving along, it puts one in a state of both suspension and transformation, much as Odin was when he was hanging between worlds, between heaven and earth, seeking the runes. Climbing a tree has long served as a symbol all over the world for astral projection, moving between planes, and initiation. Trees from the roots up the trunk and all the way up to the leaves or the needles at the very topmost branches can represent the human body, planes of consciousness, and also where we stand in this universe. From decorating the maypole or a Christmas tree to early Celts and Germans worshipping in sacred groves, trees in general have long played a significant role in mythology. Now this one can be a pretty tricky and ambiguous one when it comes to a reading, but just, as always, base it on context clues. Eihwaz is a rune of paradox and connections between opposites. Eihwaz turning up in a reading could indicate a movement from one state or situation to another, a problem that could be used in your favor or turned into your favor, or one that could even just reverse itself on its own in good time. It could also be indicating the necessity to take a look at the roots of a matter or of a problem, or to examine the connections between things. Look at things going on in your life and dig up the roots of cause and effect and how things are linked together. In magical workings, it is very useful for astral projection as well as sending messages between worlds, and Eihwaz makes a great shield against magical attacks. That's everything on Eihwaz. If you enjoyed this, please hit that thumbs up, and if you're not already a subscriber, I would love to invite you to subscribe to this channel. That came out very awkwardly, but the button to subscribe is down below, and make sure to ring the little bell so you get notifications when I bring out new content. As always, next video in the rune series will be out next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the next video on a random topic will be on Sunday at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Feel free to get in touch either through email or Instagram. Shoot me a message on Instagram or just follow me, whichever or both, it's up to you. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments below. That's all for now. Talk to you soon.